it's like a cross between a headband and a colander that you put on your head like that. So, and it measures the brain's electrical activity across the scalp. So the raw output looks a bit like this. The areas of red are the heightened electrical activity. And you can tune the different sensors to different frequencies as well. So as you can see, we can see which parts of the brain are actually doing things, and we can see what frequency of brain waves we're looking at as well. When you aggregate the data and analyze it, we end up with two key measures. The first of these is emotional engagement. So that's a measure of engagement with a task, enjoyment, how much you're actually liking doing something. The second is concentration, and that's fairly straightforward. It's how much attention you're paying to a task or something that you're doing. So we developed this experiment. We hooked these participants up to the skull caps with all the wires coming out of it, and we asked them to watch a couple of short videos. It was about 5 minutes in total. First group, we asked them to just watch these videos, and we told them that there would be a quiz afterwards. Second group, we told them the same thing. There's a video, there's a quiz afterwards, but we told them that they could take photos of the video with their smartphones to help them remember. And what we saw was really interesting. So this graph is a little complex, but this is looking at the emotional engagement measure. And what we're seeing is deviation from the average level of emotional engagement. So when we look at the two groups, here we have our first group who just watched the video on its own. As you can see, they weren't particularly engaged. They didn't really enjoy it. They knew they had to concentrate. They knew there was going to be a test afterwards. They didn't really feel like it was fun. The really interesting thing, though, is that when we looked at the second group, they had to do exactly the same thing. They had to watch the video. They knew there was going to be a quiz afterwards, but they enjoyed it a hell of a lot more, simply because they were playing with their smartphones. They were taking photos. It made the whole chore that bit more fun, that bit more enjoyable. And so what we can see is that even at a neural level, we actually get a buzz, we get a fix out of playing with smartphones.